long day.
And it's 10 p.m.
Wow.
Previous day.
No rest for the weary, they say, right? That's the. Okay, so we are live. Why don't we start the Scrum then? Hinesh, you want to go ahead?
Yeah, sure. So I've connected up with Lara. She wants some help with CSS. I'll connect up with you after this to pull her branch down and see what we can work out from there. And that's about it for me. No blockers.
Okay, yeah, we can connect up right after this then. Sounds good. Let's see, Sigu, I think you were next in line. How are you doing?
Okay. So today I worked on a planned project on Craft Academy. I was also busy trying to help Stella set up MetPlus and also getting SES through the workflow of Git and GitHub generally, how it works when you create a pull request, what really happens. Yeah. So the blocker, I think they're the ones who have the blockers. I don't know whether it's me or them. So the blocker is Stella is not able to install. I think she's having trouble with Nokogiri. Yes, and for SES, there's no block actually. And for me, I've not yet started on my issue that I picked because I'm a bit packed right now, but maybe over the weekends I'll do something about it. So
Okay.
the only blocker is time. Yeah.
The only blocker is what, sorry?
Time.
Time. Oh, just having enough time.
Yeah.
Sure. Absolutely. Makes sense. All right, Sage, how about yourself? How are things going?
Things are going all right. I shared my preliminary integration of this rocket.chat chat feature with the sort of chat channel for learning that, and because I had been searching around for examples of other people's implementations and how they did this, and not really coming up with anything at all. And I think I was sort of the first person to do post a sort of open source implementation of how to integrate this with iframes. And so some of the people that actually are part of this startup were pretty excited about it and offered some free sort of consulting services to basically polish up the implementation of it so that there's a good example of how to do it. So the guy who is their person who does these integrations is on vacation right now, but when he gets back from vacation, I've been promised to get some of his time to help work out all the little things and turn it into a smooth implementation. So I'm super pleased about that.
Great. Awesome. Making history. Okay, great. Thanks. So for myself, I really haven't had a lot of time this week, but what I did have today, I was working on my WikiEd story. I think I've got it working for the two places noted in the story, the two places on the UI that the diff viewer is used. And I've got 6 feature tests failing, which I haven't had a chance to look at yet. I think the diff viewer might be used in other areas of the UI because there are other components that include the diff viewer component, from what I can tell, other than the ones that address those two places in the UI talked about in the story. So, any comment on that, Sage? Or
I can't think of any places besides those two that use it, but I can take a look. Do you have it pushed up? So if you open a pull request, then it'll run the specs on Travis, and then I can take a look.
Yeah, I'll do that. So what I've been able to find is that there's a component called activity table row, which is included in activity table. Activity table row includes diff viewer. So there's activity table. The other one is students handler.
You're right. Okay. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
So those two areas I need to look at now. Now that hopefully those are why the 6 feature tests are breaking, but I have to. So I'll wait until I investigate those before I push it up, unless I need some help, in which case I will, and I'll ping you, Sage, on that.
Great. Yeah, and I'm happy to take a look at what you've done so far. I'm just sort of thinking through about why, like, what changes you might have made that would make it like the specs fail, and so I'm just curious about that. But yeah, great.
Yeah, I'll give you an update either today or tomorrow at some point. What I'm looking at, maybe push something up you can look at too.
Thanks.
Not really all that accomplished with JavaScript, so I think I've got some pretty ugly code in there, which I have no ego about this. Make any comments you want. All right, good. So I think that's it for the Scrum. Anybody else have anything we should talk about?
Yep, not related to the Scrum at all, but Sage. Oh, he just disappeared.
No, he's on.
Oh, he's on. So Sage, I wanted to get started on testing JavaScript, maybe using Jasmine. So I don't know if you have some good resources on how to get started on that, or any other person.
I've not used Jasmine, but Mocha is what my project uses. And I mean, so it depends on like what kind of thing that you want to test, but like I think the consensus around like JavaScript testing is that it's often very painful unless you are like the easy way to get started is to test things that are pure function. And so like being able to take as much of your JavaScript as possible and like separate it out into things that just process their inputs and then give an output versus things that have like side effects, like talking to the network and stuff like that, then it can be pretty straightforward to test the functions like on their own, and sort of ends up having sort of a similar patterns of testing to like testing Ruby. Whereas if you're working with like sort of the side effect heavy parts of a framework like React, like it can be very tedious to both get the testing framework like set up in the first place, and then also pretty tedious to test individual things. But I don't know beyond that how much good advice I can give you.
Okay, because I have another job that I have to do testing. It's on Ionic 2. But in case I get stuck, I'll just ping you.
Siga, you've read the page on the GitHub site, right? The doc page. The doc page for Jasmine?
Not really.
That page there? Generally, when I go back to Jasmine, I just go through that page again. It's pretty much got everything you need to know about Jasmine. The thing about Jasmine as well, to underscore what Sage says, the way I'd put it is Jasmine is really good for unit testing of JavaScript. If you try to use it for functional or integration testing, you're going into a world of hurt. So I would stay at the unit test level with Jasmine. That's pretty much what it's good for. You need something more powerful for functional or integration testing. By unit test, I mean, you know, you just want to make a change and you want to test that a particular value was assigned on a particular line of code. We have a lot of Jasmine tests in Met Plus. I don't know if you've seen those.
No, I've never actually concentrated on that.
Yeah, go into the spec directory under JavaScript. You'll see a pretty good sampling of Jasmine tests, much of which I wrote. So if you have any trouble with those, I can help you out in that capacity.
Oh, nice. Okay, I think I can start with that just to get a bit familiar with it, because at least I know how MetPlus works now.
Well, as I'm saying, it's good to know the kind of the domain the test is occurring in, so it's helpful.
Yeah.
Yep. Good. I don't know. I don't know Ionic, but I can help with the Jasmine piece.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. We'll get you going.
All right. Thank you. Okay.
All right. Great. All right. Well, I guess that's it then, everybody. I guess we'll say good evening or good afternoon, and we'll connect up on Monday, I guess.
Yep. Let's get this branch pulled down, Patrick, and then we're good to go. I can take a look at it.
Okay. let's switch over that. Do you want to share your screen, Hinesh?
Yeah.
Okay, see you guys.
Yeah.
See you, Sigo.
All right.
Okay. So if I have this branch here, how would I get her repo into my local?
So you need to find her repo name. So you could do that by, let's see. Okay. I'm looking for collaborators. If you go click on the MetPlus in the Agile Venture /MetPlus, click on MetPlus there. Yeah. And then click on 19 collab contributors.
Ah, okay.
And she should
This one?
be, yep, that's her. So that's the URL you need to clone. And what's the command structure there?
This one, isn't it?
Yep, it is that one. So
It's only command line. That's the URL.
what's that?
That's the URL there.
Yeah, so you want to have the pattern. Yeah, it kind of looks like this. So it's get clone, get remote, add, and then Raul there is just my name, whatever name you want to give it, like Laura. I think it's Lara, no U in her name.
Okay. English way of spelling it.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically.
And is that the complete URL? What's on the? I can't see beyond Lollipop 27. Is the something beyond there?
Met
There must
Plus.
Okay, yeah, that looks good. Try that.
Okay, and then if I do get remote.
What I would do is first of all just do git fetch. Yeah, exactly. Now do git fetch Laura, and that'll pull down pointers to her feature branches for you,
Ah, excellent.
including the one that you're looking for. What is the one that she's got the branch in?
Yeah, 525.
So git fetch Laura, and then space 525, and then hit tab to autocomplete. Oops, no, not that way. 525 underscore. I don't know why it's coming up that way. How about git fetch Laura 525 underscore, and then try 525 underscore. Now try. Well, no, underscore 525 underscore. Something's going. I don't know. You're getting it, but it's not showing me the underscores. Do it again. Yeah.
Yes.
Can you see the underscore? Oh, I can see the note. Okay, so what I tend to do is I go over to the, so that says git fetch Laura, fetch her branch 525 home UI, colon, and call it locally on my repo branch 525 home UI. What I usually do is I put LA Laura dash in front of that.
Okay.
I will do right at the front, after the colon, LARA dash.
That's it.
That tells me that that's from Laura's repo.
Okay, so let's give that a try.
I usually have a bunch of those kinds of things floating around. It's helpful to have the person's handle in front of that. Okay, so now you have a branch Laura 525 home UI that you can play with.
Ah, excellent. Okay, I'll have a look at this PR and then see what I can do.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's about it. Just wanted to know how to do that.
Yeah, you're right. And just because you fetched a branch, you're right. You did not change your branch to it. So you did check out the branch after the fetch, which is what you got to do. So,
okay, excellent.
Yeah, perfect.
Right, let me look at that and then see what I can do.
Okay, good. I'm glad you're looking at that.
No worries. Probably speak to you on Monday then now.
You gonna be around tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll be on tomorrow actually.
Yeah, we'll connect it maybe tomorrow too.
Yeah, perfect. If I get a look at it, we can probably connect up with Laura at some point tomorrow. Because I'm usually free around this time.
Yeah, sure.
If she's about.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, perfect.
That'd be great. Okay, thanks, Anish.
Thanks. Have a good evening. Have a good night.
You
Have a
too.
good day. Sorry.
That's all right. You too. Bye now.
Yes, bye.